Director's Award for 2018, Artexpo New York. Michael Joseph, ArtBlend, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Love it here, man. It's the Big Apple. This is the Super Bowl of our art industry, right? So you got to show up, you got to get in the game.
You and I have seen a lot of changes in the last 4 or 5 years, and what I mean by that specifically is that 5 years ago, the amount of electronic art really was virtually non-existent. There just wasn't much out there. And yet today, at today's show, we have over 400 exhibitors, over 1,000 artists, over 200 galleries, over 40 countries being represented, and the amount of electronic art that we're seeing globally coming into the art world has changed the art world significantly. Maybe you can comment on what you've seen.
Absolutely. I think that we're just now seeing that ripple effect in the water, right? So it's a wave building. If I can anticipate or just peek into the future a little bit, I think that this digital media, this technology is quickly upon us and coming faster and faster. I've got some terrific multimedia digital art representation just over our shoulder. This is Stan Adder, and what these are LCD screens, and he's developed a software that's a plug-in, and it's giving a 3D breathing artwork effect. He is captivating the audience today, Rick. I mean, there's so much interested in this. I have digital projection around the corner of the booth. We're seeing more and more things like this, I think, entering the market, and we have to keep abreast of it and recognize it to be real art. I think that's going to be the most important thing. Just like photography was. Years and years we weren't artists, and now, right, photography is definitely the medium of the moment. So it's happening. It's not a fad.
Something else that I've noticed, and walking through the show this year, it seemed like last year and the year before there was sort of an escalation of sizes, in that sizes were getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and now all of a sudden this year we're starting to see not a cooling off, but it's almost more of a general representation of different sizes of artwork. It seemed like last year and the year before, if it wasn't big, it wasn't being bought. But this year, it seems like all kinds of sizes are being collected by collectors. Did you notice that?
I kind of sort of started noticing it a few years ago as we participated in the Redwood Media Group art fairs, through the course of the year, several of them, and we have the brick and mortar art gallery in Fort Lauderdale. So our experience in it, it goes hand in hand. We have a pulse, we have a feedback, we have a barometer of what we can see selling and at what price points, and we sort of put that together, we quantify it, and we get out an average that says, look, I think in this size range of artwork at these prices, we're going to be the most consistent, and that's what ArtBlend has to be. Consistency is the key in most any business. So yeah, bigger, was supposed to be always better, right? And grandiose. I think it's certainly an attention grabber, and you do have a few of those pieces. You want them on display. You want to bring in your audience closer. But I feel that, maybe, especially with the younger generation coming up, the millennials, they're having smaller environments, smaller habitats, they're downsizing a little bit, they're not quite the individuals that their parents used to be, so they want to buy original art. Smaller places equate to smaller pieces of art, original pieces of artwork, and what the comfortable price range is. I think ArtBlend, I think we have it pretty dialed in. Rick, we're really thrilled and honored to present this. It's launched here this week at our Artexpo in New York. We've been working on it all year last year. This is the grown-up version of our previous ArtBlend magazine, which we put out twice a year. Now, that was a trade back, perfect bound presentation that had articles and advertisement in it. This is purely an industry art resource guide. It is a hardcover book, no articles, no ads, just beautiful, curated two-page artist profiles, spotlighting the artist, featuring the artist, and we're thrilled with this, and this is your takeaway, your gift this afternoon. Thank you, Redwood Media Group. So enjoy the book.
I'll take it. Congratulations.